So, and then this is going to be the last article I read from Medium, right? 13 massive companies that started during a recession, right? I'm going to just go down the list. General Electric in 1892. Okay. IBM in 1911. Disney in 1929. That was the Great Depression.
Right.
HP in 1939.
Hewlett Packard.
Say it again.
Okay, HP, yeah. Hewlett Packard. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
1957 was Hyatt.
Hotel industry.
Yep. 1958 was Trader Joe's.
Okay.
1971 was FedEx.
Wow.
1975 was Microsoft. 1982 was Electronic Arts, EA Sports.
Wow. Need some big companies, big conglomerates. Go ahead, I'm listening.
Right. So, and then we got some honorable mentions, and that is Facebook, Google, and Salesforce, which was 1998 for Google, 1999 for Salesforce, and 2004 for Facebook. So I'm assuming the Facebook one was shortly before the Great Recession. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna add 2 more to that.
Go ahead.
Uber started in 2009. That was right after the Great Recession. Bitcoin launched in 2009. You know, so I'll say that, you know, you can, just going off of the statistics and those companies where they sit at today, you can, it's been proven that you can amass wealth in disastrous times.
But so I'm gonna ask you a direct question.
Okay.
Do you think recessions, depressions, crashes help aid opportunity?
Personally, I would say yeah.
And why so?
Because of how, number one, because of my own personal experience. There's one company that we did leave off the list, the crash of 2020, and what it's doing for New Age,
right?
And what it'll do,
which is our company.
Yeah, how it's propelling us,
right,
to be the next Amazon, Facebook, Uber, Bitcoin,
right,
etc., Microsoft, and keep going down the line.
Right.
So we definitely don't want to leave ourselves off that list.
Not at all.
But let's get back to your question. I think that solutions, anytime there's crises, is always a solution make. And so crises create opportunities, right? Through services, resources, information, etc. So for me personally, when the pandemic hit, it caused us to, my company, I'm a carpenter by trade, right? And I was making really, really great money in that industry. In March of 2020, when everything shut down, of course it affected us because we were shut down. We had to shut down as well.
Right.
So I went from making about anywhere from $4,500 to $6,000 a month on average to zero, so to speak, you know, through that income. Through, you know, my check. But what it did was it gave me back my time. And I'm a thinker. You know, I tell people all the time, if you allow me to use my mind,
right,
I can bring more value, exponential value to anything that I'm a part of. Right. Versus using my body and my brute,
right.
so to speak. But anyway, when we shut down, my income stopped. But at the same time, resources were supplied through government aid, right? We talked about the difference between 2008 and 2020, you know, and I stated that the Fed, you know, kept releasing financial support. So I was able to study the markets with that time, the traditional stock market as well as the crypto market. So I had took some of my the money that I had saved and some of the money that was allotted, and I began to invest into the traditional markets as well as the stock markets. In the beginning, it was rough. But within a 12-month period of time, from May of 2020 to May of 2021, I was able to amass almost 5 times my salary. So again, that allowed me to launch or help us to usher in new age from a resource, whereas though in 2019 we was looking for funding.
Right.
and
getting rejected, by the way.
Right. But the pandemic allowed us to be put in position to fund our own company.